What's up? What's going on, Facebook? Um, Real quick, I've been seeing a lot of stuff on Facebook about fitness and all that stuff and bodybuilding and training a lot, which is great. I love having my news feed flooded with motivation and people training and doing all that stuff. But I got an inbox message today, and it was from someone who is kind of intimidated by going to the gym and by trying stuff for themselves because they're afraid they're going to get made fun of or talked about, their working out style or whatever it is. I know I rant sometimes about people in the gym and all that stuff, but anyway, usually I rant about stuff that, like that girl yesterday was just sitting there doing nothing. I'm really, really excited when I see people in the gym that are new and, that are trying to lose weight or trying to gain muscle, get in shape. I really love that. It's great, but I mean, I really dislike big time that people just waste time in there, that just go in there and think it's like a social club. So that's what, that those rants are coming from. But this one's really different. The person actually reached out to me because they actually feel that the stuff they see on Facebook about being about that life and in, really serious, hardcore fitness people, whatever, they're actually being, it's some kind of like a bullying tactic that, they feel that if they go into a gym, they're going to be made fun of, or they're going to be looked at as, look at this new guy or new girl, whatever it is. But, I told that person simply, go and do your thing in the gym. Work out as best you can. If you need help, reach out to me or get a trainer. Or, people. I've never actually seen someone being, knocked because they were, being trained by someone that had experience or, knew what they were doing more than they did. So, please reach out to get a trainer, and really do things for yourself. Don't worry about Facebook. Don't worry about being about that life. I've never been about that life. I don't even know what about that life means. I've been training since I was 16 years old and never stopped. I don't know what about that life means. I mean, I guess that you want to call it, I'm about that life. Screw that shit. Do what you need to do. Be happy with what you're doing. Be happy with yourself. That's the biggest thing I like to see when people, undertake some fitness goals and stuff like that. They really become happy with themselves. They're doing something for themselves, which is fantastic. Another thing, I was in Gold's Gym the other day, and I was next to a trainer at Gold's Gym, and the trainer was training a client, and he himself was literally ragging on a guy that was doing a powerlifting exercise. This trainer himself at Gold's Gym didn't know about this exercise, and it's actually very beneficial for your chest. Some of the powerlifters out there that, you might know what this is, a floor press. So I was taught myself by Jim Brown at Brown's Gym in Clarksville, Pennsylvania, a floor press. When you bring your elbows all the way down to the ground, you're laying on the floor, and you bring your elbows all the way down to the ground, and you power up only using your chest. It's an amazing exercise for power, for strength, only using your chest because your triceps and lats don't come into play. This trainer literally said to his client, I don't know what that guy's doing over there. He's benching from the floor. Yeah, benching from the floor. I really held back on walking over that trainer and been like, yeah, you really know your stuff, huh? You ever seen that before? That's awesome. Fantastic. The guy had no idea that a floor press even existed. Oh, because he's not a really good trainer. He's not a very good trainer. I'm not saying every trainer needs to know about every exercise on the planet, but before you tell your client that that guy is an idiot, be sure that you know your stuff, because apparently you don't, and your training style needs a little tweaking, man. So, I mean, answering this person's question for that inboxed me, it's not just Facebook that are about that life. Even trainers that I see in renowned gyms aren't really about that life because they don't really know what they're doing. So, reach out, do your research. Get advice from people who really have been around the business a long time, in the sport, I should say. Don't listen to the people everyone. What I used to do when I was a kid was I would literally go into gyms and talk to like several people. And when I found the answer from numerous people, I should say the same answer from numerous people, I kind of figured that it was really down the right path, and it was probably the right answer. So look from different sources. Figure out what you want to do, and look for the right advice from several sources, not just one, because everyone has a different take on things. I had several trainers in my life, and they all steered me in the right direction. They all have different ways of training, their styles are different. So not everyone was correct, but I took a small piece from everyone that I use as a trainer, and I brought it into my own. And I made my own stuff, and that's how I got my advice and I got my knowledge. Not saying that I'm always correct. I never think I'm always correct, but do your research and don't be intimidated to go into a gym because you see stuff on Facebook about being about that life or any of that stuff. So reach out to me if you need anything. I can help you out as best I can, and good luck.